Hi guys, you're welcome back. Okay, to our class. All right. So in our previous video, we drafted this half scale block. All right. So in this video, we're going to be drafting a full scale block. Now, the full scale block is simply a full blouse. Okay. So the full scale block is simply a full blouse. Okay, and nothing else. All right. So to draft the full scale block, we're going to come in with my blouse length. Okay, now my full blouse length is 23 inches. Okay, and how do you know your blouse length? Because I know a lot of people will be wondering, will be a bit confused on how to know exactly where their blouse should stop. All right, so this is what I use for my clients. Now, from your underbust length, okay, for a normal blouse, from my underbust length I add 9 inches. Now my underbust length is 14 inches. Okay, so if I add 9 inches to that, that will give me 23. Okay, now, so whatever your underbust length is, or for the client you're making for, let's assume you didn't take the blouse length. Okay, you just go ahead and add 9 inches to the underbust length. Okay, now that's for a normal blouse. Okay, if you're making a peplum top, for peplum tops I like to add 11 inches to that. Now the reason is, you know, the peplum top will flare out. Okay, especially if you're making a 720 degrees flare. Okay, now when it flares out, it may not really cover well. Now most clients will request that you make it longer. So for peplum tops I add 11 inches to my underbust length. Okay, so underbust length plus 11 inches. Okay, that will give me my peplum top. Now if you're making a blouse for a wrapper, say an Igbo blouse, okay, that one I add also 11 inches to that. So between 10.5 or 11 inches is what I add to my my Igbo blouse wrapper, or any blouse that will be used with a wrapper. Okay, so I needed to tell us that about the blouse length. Okay, so my blouse length is 23, which is simply my underbust length plus 9 inches. Okay, and I'll simply place my tape from the starting point. Okay, and I'll measure my 23 inches. I'll make a mark here. I'll repeat the same thing this side, place my tape from the starting point, and I'll make a mark on my 23 inches. So I'll go ahead and connect that. Okay, so I'll connect that using a straight line. Why? Okay, so now this is my blouse length for the front. All right, so for the back, what I will do is to come to the front and measure the length. Okay, what we have here is 5 inches, so I'll simply go ahead and place my 5 inches here for the back. Okay, remember the difference between the front and the back is 2.5 inches. Okay, so when you're done, you measure it should give you 2.5 inches. Okay, so I'll come in with my ruler as well, and I'll connect that. Okay, so this is my blouse length for the front and my blouse length for the back. Okay, now remember the blouse hip that we measured. Now the circumference around where my blouse is stopping, and we got 43 over 4 will give us 10.75. okay, so I'll go ahead and make a mark there. I'll repeat the same thing on the back as well. Okay, so on my back I'll mark the same thing, 10.75. okay, and I'll go ahead and connect these points. Okay, now this is my measurement. Okay, so however yours is coming out, you take it like that. What matters is the fit of the clothes when you're done. All right, so here we have it. Now the next thing we need to do is to extend our darts. Okay, remember my bust span of 4 inches, so I'll go ahead and mark the 4 inches bust span again, and I'll extend the darts line, okay, down here like so. Now to mark your darts, okay, you have to come up by 2 inches from the blouse hem. Okay, so this is the blouse hem, which is where the blouse is stopping basically. So you come up by 2 inches from here and you make a mark. Okay, so that's where our dart is going to stop. Okay, now the reason is that if you allow the dart to run to the blouse hem without adding allowance for it, is going to make that area to be tight. Okay, so and here we have it. Now we're going to repeat the same thing on the back. So I'll go ahead and extend my darts. Okay, okay, and here we have it. Just like we did in the front, I'll also come up from the blouse hem by 2 inches. Okay, and I'll connect my dart to that point like so, and like so. So here we have it. Now for the back tightening as well, we also need to come up from the blouse hem by 2 inches to extend our back tightening. Okay, so like so. Okay, and here we have it. Now our full blouse is ready. Okay, so and I'm going to go ahead and list how, the things we can do with this. Okay, so with this you can actually make a full blouse. Okay, now you can make blouse that you saw on the mannequin. Okay, so you can go ahead and make that with this block. Okay, so the half scale and the full scale block you've been hearing, this is it and nothing more. All right, and now if you can observe, you will notice that we did not impute our underbust. That's because underbust comes in when you start making alterations. Okay, so this is our basic bodice block. Okay, half scale is simply your block that will end on your half length, okay, or your front length. Same thing on the back as well. And your full scale block is a block, okay, is a draft that ends at the full length of the blouse. Okay, so this is it. We will make a blouse with this, okay, much later in the class. Now I'll see us in the next class. Okay.